Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm spending a couple days doing some birthday party prep. We actually decided to have an impromptu birthday party for my son who turned 7 in our driveway with some friends. But because it was being hosted in our driveway, we decided to, make everything look a little bit more presentable if people had to come in the house to use the bathroom or anything. But we kept it pretty contained to the driveway, which was really nice. So on this day in particular, I was doing a little bit of cleaning up beforehand, but I also had taken out some cabbage from my fridge because I had bought it with the intention of making some kimchi and just didn't have the opportunity to do so. So before the cabbage went bad, I decided that I needed to dedicate the time to do it. And usually when I do make kimchi, it's something that takes about 2.5 to 3 hours to do. So I knew I was in for a time investment, but a lot of it is waiting. Similar to making bread or anything that needs to rise, you have to wait and let it sit and do its thing, and then you go and do a little bit of work and then continue on. So I started the process of that and was able to get it done thankfully in this day. So I'm starting off with just loading my dishwasher with whatever was in my sink. I took everything out, as you can see, and I put it on my counter so I can put it away after. But I was trying to be as efficient as I could with the very limited time that I had.
I just started to learn and feeling my way through the dark. I can handle the most, but I'm a slave to your heart. We should lay right here, no matter what the price, and no more tears. Just a smile from you would suffice. Would you stay right here? Would you hold me tight if I told you this might be our last night?
So starting off with the kimchi now, I usually take a Napa Cabbage and I will split it into 4s, and then I take it to the sink and I wash it, and then you have to salt everything. I use a decent amount of salt. I use kosher salt, and it's probably 8 to 10 tablespoons that I put in a bowl. And once I rinse it, I salt in between each individual leaf, and I will let it sit, rotating it every 30 minutes for 2 hours.
Feeling my way through the dark. I can handle the most, but I'm a slave to your heart. We should lay right here, no matter what the price, and no more tears. Just a smile from you would suffice. Would you stay right here? Would you hold me tight if I told you this might be our last night? It is not enough.
And then once I'm done salting the cabbage, I go ahead and I start prepping the veggies. I use a Daikon Radish, and I will dice that up into matchsticks, and I do the same with carrots. And the scallions I do a little bit different. I will cut some into strips, just so you can see them in the sauce itself, which you will see me make. And I will also cut them into rounds, so you're just getting all the flavor. And it seems like it's going to be overwhelming, but I use 6 to 8 scallions, and it's actually not overwhelming in flavor. Just the sauce to make kimchi is a garlic sauce, so everything, once it's fermented, just has that really amazing taste to it, and it's actually really good for your gut, which is an added benefit. But my husband happens to be Korean, so I've learned how to make it for him, and I actually really enjoy it too. And even my kids really enjoy kimchi as well, so we definitely eat a lot of it in my house, and it's something that I make probably monthly. We go through it pretty quick, but this one cabbage will last us about 3 weeks to a month. And then once all the veggies are prepped in the bowl, I use a blender and I blend half Vidalia onion. I do a whole Bosc pear. You can also use a Korean pear. You can use an apple. You can use pineapple. I often opt for the Bosc pear because I find the flavor is better. I have made it with pineapple before, and it was actually very good. So, and you have to use very little amounts of pineapple because it is so sweet. But my go-to is usually the pear when I'm making it. So once the onion is diced, you throw one whole Bosc pear in. I do about an inch of ginger and about 9 cloves of garlic. And I will blend that all up. It is a little hard to blend in the beginning because everything is just in chunks, but I usually give it a little shake, and once it's all blended, and it's blended very well. So the one thing I don't show in this video is you need like a binding agent, I guess it's called, or it's just a cup of water and 2 tablespoons of AP flour. and you bring that to a boil on your stove and then add a tablespoon of sugar and just mix it up, and then you let it completely cool. And it's just going to give your sauce like a gloss to it and just help it smooth out and just kind of bind everything together. And it's super easy to make. Honestly, kimchi is not difficult to make. It is just time consuming. And once you can master it and you can adjust it to your liking, it's definitely something that you make in rotation. But to this sauce, I am adding, this is the all-purpose flour and water that I was telling you about. And I added some fish sauce, some salted shrimp, and gochugaru, which is red pepper flakes. And you just mix this all up with your garlic paste that you make in the blender, and it just comes down to a smooth consistency. And this is what you use to coat your cabbage when it's done brining. And then when your cabbage is done brining, you just take it and squeeze out the excess water after you rinse all the salt from between the leaves, and then you just go between each leaf and you just coat it with the sauce. And I put it in, I have kimchi jars, and I put it in the kimchi jar, and you let it sit on your counter for 24 to 48 hours before you refrigerate it, just to help with the fermentation process. It helps it ferment faster. If you put it in the fridge right away, which is also possible, it'll take a little longer for your kimchi to ferment. So instead of it tasting a little sour and fermented like it should, it'll taste fine. It's not, we eat it fresh all the time. It just is not going to have that fermentation with the added benefits to it for about a week if you refrigerate it right away. So if you're going to make it, you have to let it sit on the counter for 24 to 48 hours just to start the fermentation process. It does not mold, and then you put it in the fridge, and it's just, it tastes so much better when you do that. We like it fresh, but it's so much better when it's fermented. And then this is the next day. I continued on. This is actually the day of the, I hate to say party, because it was really just an impromptu. My neighbors wanted to celebrate because we decided to not have a birthday party, and all their kids felt sad they weren't going to see him for his birthday because we were going away. So instead of taking that opportunity to see all his friends away from him, we decided to just the neighbors have a little get together. And I do share a couple pictures at the end of the video, and it was very sweet. He ended up having a lot of fun. I didn't share too many pictures because there were so many with other people's children in it, and I personally would not like if somebody was sharing pictures of my kid without my permission, so I only shared pictures of my own. So I was doing a little bit of cleaning up here. I ended up blowing up the balloons. I bought a little tank and blowing up some balloons just to put around the cake and to make it look really nice. And you unfortunately don't get to see the balloons that I blow up because everybody else's kids are in it. But it was, I assure you, really fun. It was really windy that day, so we actually ended up losing the number 7 balloon with all the kids hitting it because the wind was blowing everywhere, and we were a little bummed about that. But my neighbor, because we celebrated her son's birthday as well, because he also turned 7, was very kind and got a replacement and was able to let us take some pictures with it, and it was very nice. Everybody was very happy at the end of it.
I never got it, why'd you have to go? I guess this world's too slow for you. I think there's beauty in the gray, the cold, but you just want the gold. And there's no way I can beat it, cause I got no chance when it comes to her. She got the glitter and the fame, and I just wasn't enough for you. I wish you could be happy. anymore. You only want what you can afford.
Cleaning off my counters is always the best feeling. I don't know why I always let them get so cluttered and so bad. I just put things down and end up leaving them there. And then I just keep looking at it saying, I should put it away. I should put it away. And I just never do because I wouldn't say lazy. It's not as important to me to have completely clear counters than it is for me to have clean clothes or clean bathrooms or anything else. So I just kind of breeze past this stuff. And then when it gets to the point where I can't take it anymore is when I say, okay, I'm going to spend a few minutes and clean it up. And it never takes more than a couple minutes. It's really just putting things where they need to be and being done with it. But I had to make it a point because we had people coming and we're most definitely going to be walking through the house, and they sure enough did. But it was fine. Everything was fine. And honestly, nobody's going to walk into your house and judge you to your face. They'll judge you in private. I'm just kidding. So once I was able to get these done, I had to go down to my basement because everybody was going to be walking through my basement to get upstairs because that's how my house is structured. And I needed to clean up shoes, which was not bad, and set up the balloons and vacuum up the entryway from just all the in and out traffic from the kids and I from most of the day. So I gave everything a quick vacuum, and we had been running in and out, just setting up the tables outside and everything. And my neighbor had brought a lot of the snacks and the bowls and stuff like that where we chose to do the grilling. So we could have like food. We had pizza, and we just had plenty of leftovers after that as well. But it was low maintenance. We made it very easy, just quick pickings for everybody. The kids ate so much pizza. It was insane. We went to Costco and got, 6 pizzas. And I think at the end of the party, there were maybe 15 kids. We have a lot of kids in our neighborhood. And I think only the kids ate the pizza, and at the end of it, there was still a whole pizza left. They ate a ton of pizza, a ton of it. But I went and separated all the balloons, fill the aluminum 7 as well. And I separated them by how I wanted it. And James came down and decided he wanted to help, which meant he lumped everything back into one pile, where I was a little not annoyed, but I was a little stressed with because I was on a serious time limit. Because it was so windy out, they ended up getting tangled all together, and we couldn't attach them to anything. So I had to bring them back inside and untangle them. And then we were able to bring them out in sets and get them set up, and it was fine.
I can see, I can feel you from a million miles away. Like the earth moves with every step you take. I don't know you, but I want to. All I do is think of ways to get closer, to make you feel the same. It's like you're out to get me, without you even knowing you were fake me. A chain reaction, and it's forcing me to fall hard, so hard in love. It's the ripple effect. Everything you do will haunt me. It's the ripple effect, and I'll always let it taunt me. With every move you make, my heart could break, baby. It's the ripple effect. Now I just gotta make you want me. I feel circles on your water. Now the tide is running
I can tell you it's never easy hosting anything at your house, and I did a ton more running around in and out after this. I think I ended up doing 25,000 steps this day at the end of the day between all the stairs and running around and just being a host. But at the end of the day, it made my baby's birthday so amazing, and he had such a great day, and we were actually able to finish the day with some fishing, and it happened to be his first time fishing. And though he didn't catch anything, he was very happy. But I hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope that I was able to motivate you to do a little something around your home today. And if you'd like to try making some kimchi, I am going to have the recipe in the description box below, and you can go ahead and give it a try. Don't be afraid to modify it however you want. And good luck. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.